Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Marion, Indiana for the NAIA opening round softball action presented by Taco Bell. And we already played one game today. We're going to get this one in as well. The first one, we saw an exciting game between Indiana Wesleyan and the three-seeded Central Baptist Lady Mustangs. Indiana Wesleyan won that one 6-5 in extra innings. In the eighth, a walk-off home run sealed the deal. And this one, we have another two hot teams. Number one, the Oregon Tech Owls enter at 40-15, and the number 4 Siena Heights Saints at 35-14. Oregon Tech is in all white, Siena Heights in navy blue. That'll be easy to distinguish the two, although the color schemes are nearly identical. And we're going to do our best to bring it all to you, and I'm happy to be here with you. I'm Jonathan Mathis, and it's a privilege to join you and our crew here at WIWU TV for not only today's games, but for the rest of them. And so far, the weather has cooperated. It's been a really nice afternoon, a couple showers, but nothing significant. And currently, the sun is hidden by the clouds. It's overcast, but it's a little warmer than the first game, 52 degrees, and it'll warm up slightly from there. The wind is coming out of the northeast at 10 miles an hour, but the best news, rain will not be a factor in this one. There's like a 10% chance of rain in an hour from now. And that is most likely not going to manifest, but watch it happen. Anywho, let's get to the starting lineups. First, for the Siena Heights Saints, they are from Adrian, Michigan. They were founded by the Adrian Dominican Order up there. They were founded in 1919. And they will be leading off with number 15, third baseman, freshman from Willis, Michigan, Sam Hill. Batting second, number 10, Lily Guerra, a freshman from Rockford, Michigan, playing first base. She's followed by second baseman, senior from North Ridgeville, Ohio, number 21, Ashley Helmink. Batting fourth and pitching is number 20, number 22, Raquel Ward, a senior from Ashland, Ohio. Batting fifth, number 20, Kelsey Ewell, a freshman from Toledo, Ohio. Then Jordan Bianchi, number 2, a junior from Shelby Township, Michigan, as the first pitch is a ball, or a strike, rather, to Hill to begin this at-bat. Batting seventh, number 25, Haley Turk, a junior from Clinton, Michigan. She's catching the shortstop, the sophomore from Fenton, Michigan. Number 5, Taylor Mowry's in eighth, and rounding out the order, number 29, Christy Carlson, a junior from Macomb, Michigan, and she's playing right field. And it's a 1-1 count, showing bump, Pontic beating it up, Nothouse drawn up, and it's an easy out as breaking in was a third baseman from Oregon Tech, McKenny Armentrout. The third baseman, McKenna Armentrout. So that will bring up the first baseman, Lily Guerra, number 10, freshman from Rockville, Michigan. Defensively for the Owls, on the mound, firing a strike. Is Sarah Abramson. That ball misses high. Abramson is a sophomore from Milwaukee, Oregon. Not Milwaukee, Wisconsin. That's a big difference. Milwaukee, Oregon is pretty close to Portland if you're looking at the geography of Oregon, gorgeous state. The catcher is number 3, J.C. Conklin. Swing and a miss. And a quick at bat for Guerra. And now bring up Ashley Helmink, the senior, second baseman from North Ridgeville, Ohio. Around the diamond for Oregon Tech, at first, Dre Sotelo. At second, Kiana Brown. At short, Sierra Barkis. At third is McKenna Armentrout, who got the pop-up, breaking in. And across the outfield from left to right, Olivia Leflane is in left. In center is Maddie DeVerna, and in right field is Logan Nunes. Ashley Helmink is one of the better players, especially at the bat for Siena Heights, batting .464 for the Saints. 77 hits, 10 home runs, 59 RBIs. There she is, wearing number 21. Here's the 2-1, and that catches the inside corner. 2-2 for Helmink. This one misses outside Abramson on the year and on the mound has a 2.42 ERA. Record is 22-5, 194 strikeouts, and Helming glances this one off the glove of Barkis, and Helming is aboard on with a single, the first hit of the game for Siena Heights. Brings up the pitcher for Siena Heights, Raquel Ward. We'll touch on her pitching numbers soon, but she is an excellent batter for the Saints as well. Second on the team in doubles, second in home runs, and a strike to Ward. She'll be getting the at-bat behind. She's batting .242 on the season. Slugging is .662, which is excellent. It's the dangerous spot of the Siena Heights lineup, the Helming-Ward duo. And we'll have plenty of awards, and we'll be able to touch on them as we go forward. Here's Abramson, gets Ward to fan on that pitch. It's 1-2 the count to the Siena Heights pitcher. Here's Helming on first. This one misses outside. For 35 RBIs, 4 dingers. Breeze is low and inside. Count full to Ward. Opponents are batting .227 against Abramson, which is an excellent mark. And here's another strikeout. 2 Saints strike out, and it's 0-0 going to the bottom of the first. Oregon Tech will at the top of the order, and we'll introduce them to you next on WIWU-TV.
It's Kappa. There we go.
It's faster than you think.
The world is desperate for nurses who want to positively impact the world for Christ.
Maybe this is what I'm wired to do. This is what I was meant to be.
Welcome back, folks. Siena Heights got one aboard, but stranded her. It's 0-0 going to the bottom of the first. The lineup for Oregon Tech, it's imposing. Leading off, playing second base, a senior from Redmond, Oregon. Number 10, Kiana Brown. She's followed by number 22, McKenna Armentrout, a sophomore from Klamath Falls, Oregon. She's playing third base. A designated player, number 8, Allie Graham. She's a senior from Dallas, Washington. Then Dre Sotelo, a first baseman, senior from El Centro, California. Where's number 6, Sierra Barkis, is senior from Graham, Washington. Plays shortstop. Where's number 24? Number 7, Logan Nunes, right fielder, sophomore from Grover Beach, California. Number 12, Maddie DeVerna, freshman from Newburgh, Oregon. She's playing center field. The catcher, J.C. Conklin, number 3, sophomore from Roseburg, Oregon, follows her. And then number 11, Olivia Lethlein, sophomore left fielder from Medford, Oregon. And currently Brown is ahead 2-0. On the mound for Siena Heights is Raquel Ward. Does a little bit of everything for the Saints. Brown fends off this next pitch, 2-1. Defensively for the Saints, Ward on the mound. Catching is Haley Turk, a junior from Clinton, Michigan. And around the diamond at first, Lily Guerra. Second, Ashley Helmink, who singled in the first inning. Playing shortstop is Taylor Mowry. At third is Sam Hill. Across the outfield from left to right, Caleb Boland, who we won't see at bat. She's being batted for by Kelsey Ewell. In center field, Jordan Bianchi and Christy Carlson is the right fielder, junior from Macomb, Michigan. The 3-1 right back at Ward, gloves it over to first, and that retires Brown.
Now batting the third baseman, McKenna Armentrout.
Brings up McKenna Armentrout. He's had a wonderful season. We'll be able to touch on that in a bit. She's batting .380 with 65 hits, 2 home runs, 37 RBIs. A right-hander takes a strike. Catching that low corner. On the mound is Raquel Ward. She is 19-8. That's her record with a 2.43 ERA. She struck out 109 this season, which is excellent. And opponents are batting .244 against her, which is also not half bad. Armentrout awaits. Here's the 0-2. That misses outside. She was a lefty, it might have plunked her. Raquel Ward, known as Rocky to her teammates. She had an excellent performance in the do-or-die situation as another ball breezes high by Armentrout. In the Siena Heights Conference Tournament in the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference, she pitched 82 of her team's innings. The count is full to Armentrout. Real numbers, she pitched 17 1/3 of the 21 innings that Siena Heights had. She surrendered a single earned run while striking out 5. Phenomenal performance, and that was necessary. Siena Heights had to win that tournament to be able to get here into the NAIA. A foul ball, and we're going to try the full count again. Good, happy to have all of you with us here. Indiana Wesleyan, WIWTV. We're broadcasting all the games. The one earlier today, 3 tomorrow, and this one's fouled off herself. And the championship on Wednesday. That'll set the stage for the 39th annual NAIA Softball World Series, and that's May 23rd to the 29th at Killian Sports Complex in Springfield, Missouri. And we have 10 opening round sites, 40 teams involved. We're going to trim it down to just the 10 as Armentrout, a great at bat, works off many pitches and walks to first. Bring up Allie Graham. Something special about this Oregon Tech team is they are loaded with talent. Allie Graham, maybe the best of them. She was the All-CCC Player of the Year this season. It's her second time winning that award. She also won it as a freshman in 2016. On the year, Graham is batting .423 with 82 hits, 11 home runs, 52 RBIs. Fouls this one off back into the net. You see Armentrout at first. Here's Graham, one of the premier players in this level. He was one of 4 Owls to be named all-conference first team this season. Kirk had to deliver a nice block on that play, keep it in front of her. Graham was also twice this year a CCC Player of the Week. That was weeks 5 and 9, and she strikes out here, and we'll continue that story a little later. She'll go sit down. That brings up Dre Sotelo, another one of those first-teamers. Sotelo has had an incredible career in her time at Oregon Tech and at the community college route before. She's a transfer. Several Oregon Tech Owls transferred from Yavapai Community College down in Arizona, including Sotelo. Batting .401 this season, 67 hits, 14 home runs, 63 RBIs. As Ward misses on that pitch, 1-1, 2 outs, no scored. Armentrout on first after a walk. Here is that 1-1. Armentrout on the run, and that throw is way behind her. And it's a steal for Armentrout. Ball to Sotelo. That is McKenna Armentrout's 14th steal of the season. She's 14 of 15. Hard to do much better than that. Sotelo over to second, and it's caught, picked right off of the dirt. An excellent play by Ashley Helmink, and it's 0-0 going to the top of the second. We'll begin that in the middle of the order for Siena Heights. Kelsey Ewell, Jordan Bianchi, and Haley Turk next here on WIWU-TV.
Up to bat for Siena Heights, the designated player, Kelsey Ewell.
Welcome back, folks. I know you got a nice view of the wide angle. We're about to bring you right in. Kelsey Ewell, the designated player, fends off the first pitch foul. There she is, number 20. Ewell will be leading off. Jordan Bianchi following her. Haley Turk after that. Ewell, freshman from Toledo, Ohio. It's a thick sweater on. I think she'd be used to this weather. It's pretty much the same over in Toledo. 0-2 count to Ewell. Attacking the strike zone is Abramson. She's got that white face mask on. She's been nothing to chance, and she misses high, trying to get Ewell to chase. On the year, Kelsey Ewell. Normally a pitcher, actually. A strong season, and she struck out looking. We'll give you her batting average next time up. She has a little conference with Bianchi. He's following her up.
Jordan Bianchi.
Here's the number 2, Bianchi, batting .385. 30 hits on the year, no home runs, but 17 RBIs. Stands back in the batter's box, and Abramson still bringing heat. Pounding the strike zone with another first pitch strike. This time on Bianchi. Now lifted into right center field, on the run, making the catch is Maddie DeVerna, the freshman from Newburgh, Oregon. Nice play by DeVerna. Roam over. Bianchi's retired, and down go 2 Saints here in the top of the second, and that brings up Haley Turk, the catcher. Where's number 25? Batting .267 on the season. 32, not 52, 32 hits, although she'd like to have 52. She does have the count in her favor, which is a rarity for the Saints so far this game. 1 hit for Siena Heights. That was Ashley Helmink. Now it's 2-0 to Turk, opposing catcher. Abramson has completed 12 complete games, and here's a strike on the inside portion, out on the mound. Giving up 142 hits, but that's in 164 innings pitched, so you can do the math. It's less than 1 per inning. 75 runs total. This one fouled back into the net. struck out 196, including the 3 so far. She's 4 away from 200. The way she's pitching, firing those fastballs and racking up strikes, she's going to have a chance to hit that mark today, as Turk is able to foul this one back into the net. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the second. Number 2-5 at the plate. And here's that 2-2. Misses on the outside, took some speed off of it. The count is full. Similar situation last inning. Ashley Helming singled on a full count, 2-out pitch. Now here's Turk, there she is. She fouls this one off. If she reaches, Taylor Mowry will be behind her. Sophomore from Fenton, Michigan. Plays shortstop. This one is lanced into right field on the run and not making the catch. And aboard is Haley Turk. 2 out singles for Siena Heights in the early going of this game. One by Ashley Helming at the first, and here's Haley Turk, and you can see it yourself. Had a beat on it just off the edge of the glove. Logan Nunes. That is a tough play coming in on the ball. Just off the heel. And here is a strike to Mowry. And actually, it's not a hit, it's an error. An E9. Mowry fends off this pitch off the fence down the right field line, 0-2. And we've seen Siena Heights, they are a spunky team, and hopefully we'll be able to touch on this more, but they had to win out to get in. They were in 3rd place in their conference. Everybody else in the Marion Regional and the Marion bracket finished 2nd in their conferences in the regular season. Indiana Wesleyan had a great season, and they were one of the classes of the Crossroads League, but they were stuck in the same as an undefeated Marion Knights ball club. That was tremendous. Oregon Tech had a splendid season themselves, but they couldn't beat Southern Oregon, who's their rival. Mowry hacks away at this one, it's foul. Turk on the run. Central Baptist finished 2nd in the AMC behind Columbia. Just a game behind in the conference schedule. And another full count for a St. Batter. But Siena Heights was the exception. They had lost 3 straight coming into the final 3 games of the year. And a swing and a miss from Mowry. We'll finish that story when we have a moment. But Siena Heights goes down, strands another. They've left 2 and they've scored none. It's 0-0 going to the bottom of the second. All right, folks, welcome to the bottom of the second. Siena Heights has got 2 aboard in their first 2 innings, 1 apiece. Scored none. Now Oregon Tech so far hitless, although McKenna Armentrout walked and stole a base in the first inning. It's the furthest any batter has gotten here. Barkus turns one over towards third, and she is retired quickly. 1 away here in the bottom of the third. We were talking a little bit earlier about the road that Siena Heights took to get to this point. As we see Logan Nunez step in, the sophomore from Rover Beach, California. Right fielder, where's number 7? There she is. Oregon Tech, they won 20 of their last 23 games. This turned over to second, and that's a quick out for Nunez. And now Maddie DeVerna, freshman from Newburgh, Oregon, center fielder, will step up. Oregon Tech won 20 of their final 23 games. 2 of those losses coming in technical non-conference games. How the CCC does it is they have 3 conference games against each opponent, but they normally play 4 games in a set, so the first 3 count as conference, the other one doesn't. And several of the Oregon Tech losses came in those non-conference settings when they change up their lineups, test different things out. And also 6 of their 15 losses overall came against rival Southern Oregon. So if you took Southern Oregon out of the equation, Oregon Tech bludgeoned most of their opponents. This pitch framed well, but misses outside. 1-0 the count to DeVerna. In the CCC tournament, the Owls, as DeVerna shows bunt, didn't work. The Owls played only 2 teams. They played 4 games, only 2 teams. They beat College of Idaho twice, and then lost to their pesky nemesis, Southern Oregon, twice. Here's the pitch, and this one, a dribbler back up to short. 3 ground balls, 3 outs, and that will do it for Oregon Tech in the second. We're going to the third. 0-0 the score here on WIWU-TV. Welcome to the bottom of the Siena Heights order, everyone, here to begin this third inning. Christy Carlson, the 9th-hole batter, playing right field. That's appropriate. Being right field, being the 9th position. Shows bunt, misses, strike. Then we're going to go back to the top of the order for Siena Heights. Carlson batting .316, 42 hits, no home runs, 20 RBIs, the junior. Swings and misses. She's quickly behind 0-2. Another pitch. This one just misses on the outside. 1-2 count to Carlson. Carlson was named to the WHAC Champions of Character team. That's how she carries himself, also academically. She's also, so that is the team-oriented honor she's gotten. She's also 4th in the nation in triples. She's got a good eye, too. Balls 2 strikes. So she doesn't have home run power, but she does find herself on third base pretty frequently, and she swings and misses. Another strikeout. That is the 5th of the game for Siena Heights and for Sarah Abramson on the mound. And we said entering today, she had 193 strikeouts on the year. You add that up, 5 more. She's 2 short of 200. Now back to the top of the order for the Saints. Sam Hill, third baseman, freshman, Willis, Michigan. Batting 374, excuse me, and another strike. This one taken to the outside, 1-1 the count. 1 out. 58 hits on the season for Sam Hill. Lays down the bunt, scooped up Armentrout over to first. Now retires Hill. 2 away for the Saints. Lily Guerra. This has been the portion of the situation that the Saints have gotten their hits so far in the first inning. Got a single, base runner, 2-out situation. In the second inning, catcher Allie Turk. He reached on an error. It's a 1-1 count to Guerra. And here it comes. Swing and a miss inside fastball. That's outside, strike 3. 6 strikeouts so far for Sarah Abramson. That long trip has done wonder. Didn't affect her at all, and we're going to talk about it next. It's 0-0 going to the bottom of the third on WIWTV. Welcome back, everybody, to the bottom of the third. 0-0 the score. Bottom of the order upcoming for Oregon Tech, who has so far been hitless in this game. J.C. Conklin, the catcher, via left lane, left fielder, and then back to the top of the order, Connor Brown. I'll look to say something about that. Here's a fastball outside for a strike. One. Conklin blasts one down the left field line, foul. Got around on it, got the barrel of the bat. It was a bullet, but it was foul. Conklin, there she is, batting .303 on the season, matching her number. Got 27 hits, home run, 15 RBIs. This one misses on the outside. 1-2 the count. Here we go, skied into center, drifting back on it and making the play is the Siena Heights center fielder, Jordan Bianchi. And Conklin has been retired.
Now batting, the left fielder, Olivia left lane.
One away, Olivia left lane, the 9-hole hitter, left fielder for the first time. Where's number 11? pitch. Turns this one over, foul. And left lane now has a count of no balls, 1 strike. Olivia Left-Lane is from Medford, Oregon, which is significant because that was a key point in the long odyssey that it took for Oregon Tech to get here. She lays down a bunt foul, really popped it up. It started on Friday when the Oregon Tech team drove from their campus in southern Oregon, Klamath Falls, which is really it's close, about 30 minutes north of the California border. It's a beautiful area by the Cascades. On the edge of the Cascades, about 4,000 feet of elevation is Klamath Falls. 1-2 the count to left lane. Drove from there to Medford, Oregon, and then woke up about 3:45. Went to the airport at Medford, flew to San Francisco, got there at 7:30 Pacific time, hung out for 4 hours, had a 4-hour layover, then flew to Indy. Left lane battles. And if the flight out of San Francisco is about 11:30, it's a long flight from San Francisco to Indianapolis. But there's also the big time change. So they landed in Indianapolis at 7:30 at night. Their day began at 3:45 a.m. Pacific time in Medford, hopped on 2 planes, landed at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time in Indianapolis, then rented cars and drove up here. So that is their odyssey, that is their journey. They're here, and currently we have a battle on the field between Raquel Ward and the 9-hole hitter for Oregon Tech, Olivia Left-Lane. She shows bunt, pulls back, takes the ball. It's turned over on the ground, tough play, and she's safe. Left lane, the first hit of the game for Oregon Tech. She's aboard. Hill got the stop, but didn't scoop it easily. It goes up top of the order to Kiana Brown, and we'll see. Currently it's rated as a hit. Here's a pitch, swing and a miss over to first, or over to second, I should say, and left lane is safe on the stolen base. So it's an E5 is the ruling, so no hits yet for Oregon Tech, and their second base runner is on, and the base runner is second base the second time. And here's what it looked like. All right, keep that left hand on the bag. Nice camera work over there. Turned over towards short, looking back at left lane, over to first, and 2 outs in the inning. Two outs. Left lane on second. McKenna Armentrout, who walked and stole a base her first time up in the first. Now dig back in, the third baseman for Oregon Tech. 380 on the season. Start with a strike. Kenna Armentrout is one of the local girls, the local girl on the team from Klamath Falls. This one's high. She was the Week 12 CCC Player of the Week. She was named to the second team All-CCC. She's twice has had hit streaks of 10 games or more. She had a 14-game hit streak, bridging February and March. This one is a ball strike. And then she had ended the regular season on an 11-game hit streak. That's McKenna Armentrout. 2 outs, the 1-2. Down the right field line, drifting foul. 1-2. Down the third base line and foul again. This one foul the other way. So no hits yet for Oregon Tech, a tremendous offensive team. Led the conference in everything but batting average. Southern Oregon led that one. It's pitch on the outside. Another ball, and it's a full count to McKenna Armentrout as the battle continues. Olivia left lane on second. Waiting on deck is the designated player, Allie Graham. And she is a tremendous player. This inside, but she fouled it off. Just a glancing blow as she hacked away on the inside pitch. Take a second to tally up that story of the long trip from Klamath Falls to Medford, Medford to San Francisco, San Francisco to Indianapolis. And here's a walk for McKenna Armentrout. 2 aboard, no hits yet. 2 outs, and now Allie Graham will step in, one of the better players in the nation. Definitely in the CCC. Not only is she the designated player here, she's batting, she's also the Gold Glove pitcher for that conference. Swing and a miss by Graham. She swung through that outside pitch. That odyssey by Oregon Tech, it covered 2,817 miles to go from Klamath Falls to Marion, Indiana. She lifts this one, right center, moving under it are 2 players, and making the catch is Christy Carlson from right field, and that will do it for the Oregon Tech third. 0-0 going to the 4th in the middle of the order for the Siena Heights Saints. Welcome back, folks. Top of the 4th, Ashley Helmink, Raquel Ward, Kelsey Ewell for the Siena Heights Saints. So far, the Siena Heights has out-hit the Oregon Tech Owls 1-0. There have been a couple errors divided between the 2 teams. And Helmink started ahead 1-0. 2-0. Helmink is the 2019 WAHAC Player of the Year. She set single season records at the school for runs scored, doubles, triples, and RBIs this season, and she lifts this one into left field, breaking back and in, and it falls in between two players. A bloop single, dropped right in between, left lane coming in from left, and Sierra Barkus roaming out from short. That brings up Raquel Ward, the pitcher. Here's the replay. This is a tricky one, because normally left fielder has a better read on it, but she got a little startled. Barkus kept dropping back. Sierra tried to get out of the way, but it wasn't in time, and the ball fell harmlessly to the floor, to the outfield grass, and Raquel Ward stands in. Lifted right side, foul. With both teams arriving here different ways, Siena Heights trip much shorter than Oregon Tech, 1-1 the count. That's inside. It's a 2-1 count now. Little tidbit on Marion, Indiana, this venue that these two teams are playing at. Marion, Indiana is located about an hour and 40 minutes, depending on traffic. You can make it shorter, northeast of Indianapolis. Swing and a miss. Trying to get the steal. And she's safe. I think it's a 2-2 count, and Helmink stole second. Although discussion's going on. Let's just continue this little point. Marion was named out. Here's the replay. Let's see. Let's let you decide. That is close. If the tag was held on her, it probably would have been out. She slid off the bag, but the tag wasn't held, so she was able to get in. So look close. She's safe. So no outs. 2-2 count to Raquel Ward. And here is the pitch. Right side, but she got just under it, not enough power behind it, and an easy play for second baseman Kiana Brown. We got Kelsey Ewell, freshman, designated player from Toledo, Ohio. Marion was named after Francis Marion. Swamp Fox was his nickname. He's a brigadier general from South Carolina during the Revolutionary War. You would know him. He was the inspiration behind Mel Gibson's character in The Patriot. It's Francis Marion. Also, Marion, Indiana is home to, this is a bullet, just glances off the glove. No runs will score, but runners will be on the corners with one out. Just glanced off the glove of third baseman Armin Trout. Here's another conversation. See if it was foul or not. We have a lot of video reviews here. Nearly one out, two runners on the corners, and we'll see what these fellows decide. Yeah, she's safe. Here it is. It's fair. It's because it would hit her in fair territory. It does, and fair ball. Luckily, she got her glove on it at all. Otherwise, it'd be 1-0 for Siena Heights. So Ewell's on first. Helmink's on third. Ward popped up, so she's out. And that brings up Jordan Bianchi, the center fielder for Siena Heights. That's a strike on the inside corner. Bianchi has 17 RBIs entering today, .385 hitter. She flew out to center field her last time up. This one's fouled back. 2 strikes on Bianchi. They're saying Marion Indiana has a tremendous high school basketball team. The Marion Giants have won 8 state titles. That's tied for the most in Indiana history. Their most recent one came in 2016. A couple of their famous sons from Marion, Indiana, as this one misses outside. Garfield creator Jim Davis is from here, and movie icon James Dean. Inside ball. Good eye by Jordan Bianchi. It was close. Left it inside. 2-2 the count. One away. Swing and a miss. Trying to go for 3, and they're going for 2, and that left a great diversion for Helming to score. And it's 1-0 Siena Heights. Manufacturing runs. So Haley Turk will step in. 1 run in. Helming has scored. Kelsey Ewell, delayed steal, was able to get her to second and cause an errant throw, which let Helming score. Here's your replay, folks. Errant throw, no one was looking, and there's Helming darting across. Very happy. Here's the pitch. Here's the strike. Oh, 1 to Turk. Looking to rally now, Abramson delivers. This is outside. So 2-1 the count. Turk grounds this over to Armentrout. Over to first to Sotelo, and that will do it for the Siena Heights 4th, but it was a successful one for the Saints. They lead 1-0 over number 1 seeded Oregon Tech. The Hustlin' Owls are coming up next with the heart of their order on the bottom of the 4th. Welcome back to the bottom of the 4th. Oregon Tech down 1, in a spot that few expected them to be in. But Siena Heights, who entered this opening round matchup on a roll, winners of 6 straight games, leading 1-0. Here's a pitch that is a ball outside of Dre Sotelo. She is known as Andrea to her family, Dre to her teammates and friends. This ground ball, but off the glove, it was lined up an E6 against Taylor Mowry. That's a thing to look out for. Siena Heights is error prone. Of the 40 teams, here's the replay. Just wasn't in front of it. See it just Olayer, it hit a piece of dirt and scooted by. But of the 40 teams, Siena Heights was 39th in errors. That's most allowed. Which was not good. Sierra Barkus will now step in with a runner on base. No hits, or excuse me, 1 hit for Oregon Tech so far. Barkus dig into the right-handed batter's box. Pinch runner for Sotelo. No, we were right. There are no hits. Here's the pitch showing bunt. Barkus pulls back. And scampering back is the pinch runner, Siena Ige, a Hawaiian. Senior, she was a regular starter. She hasn't started for a while, and she's off running, trying for the double play. It'll be tough, and everyone's safe. Barkus is safe on the fielder's hit. Not Sotelo, but Ige is safe because she's fast, and there's no outs and 2 on. Still no hits for Oregon Tech.
Now batting the right fielder, Logan Nunez.
There's Ige with the wheels. Here's a strike on the next batter. Logan Nunez, the right fielder, sophomore, Grover Beach, California. Ige on second, Barkus on first. This is a strike. Best scoring opportunity for Oregon Tech this game. Down 1. That misses outside. Ropes one through into right field. Nunez on first. Ige holds up at third. Bases loaded, no outs. That's the first hit for the Hustlin' Owls. See, Siena Ige is embodying that. Getting the steal. Standing on third, and we have a visit at the mound. If there any changes happen. Here's a replay of this. Great bit of hitting, squares it up. Pulled it, it was on the outside of the plate. There's Ige on third. Bases, tough situation for Siena Heights. Little pep talk on the mound. They're in a jam. We saw in our first game between Indiana Wesleyan and Central Baptist, a situation just like this. Bases loaded, no outs, and Central Baptist almost got out of it, striking out 2, the next 2 batters. The third one got a hit, scoring 2, and then the 4th batter was an out. So it's possible, but it's a tough spot for Raquel Ward and the Siena Heights Saints. And at the bat is Maddie DeVerna. She's swinging on the first one, and she ropes into left, and it's off the fence. 1 in, there's Ige. Here's another one coming, maybe 3, and they're gonna wait. Hold her up at third. Nunez stays there. It is a 2 RBI double for Maddie DeVerna, and it is 2-1 Oregon Tech.
Now batting the catcher, J.C. Conklin.
There's a J.C. Conklin. That hit for Maddie DeVerna, her 3rd of the year, her 3rd RBI. She was batting .095 before that. And here's a dribbler looking back, making sure no one else is able to advance, was Ashley Helming, and then fires over to first. Gets the play. Here is that score. DeVerna, great piece of hitting right to the Rawlings sign. Kind of like a rodeo or bullfight when you have the red. That's where the ball was going, right for that red sign. It is there on third.
Pinch hitting for Oregon Tech, number 2.
Pinch hitter will be coming in. Number 2, Bailey Weisgeiver, junior from Roseburg, Oregon. Frequent starter, batting .272 for the Owls this year. 37 hits, 3 home runs, 29 RBIs for Weisgeiver. The junior has an opportunity, RBI opportunity here, a couple of them. She fouls off the first. Weisgeiver in a game in late March at Northwest Christian. She went 3 for 5, which is pretty impressive, but not as impressive as this. All 3 of those hits were doubles. This one just misses inside. Or no, it's a strike, excuse me. Weisgeiver, a little bit of pop. The 3 home runs, the multiple doubles. That misses way outside. Needing to get out of a jam is Raquel Ward. The reliable pitcher for the Saints. Weisgeiver fouls this one off into the practice field. As we said earlier, Raquel Ward gave up 1 run in 3 games of work in the WHAC tournament. She given up 2 here. Here over to first, and there's an out, but another run in as Nunez will be able to scamper in on the RBI by Weisgeiver.
Now batting the second baseman, Kiana Brown.
Maddie DeVerna keeps the train going. She is on to third, and we go to the top of the Oregon Tech lineup. Kiana Brown, who ground out to the pitcher and the shortstop so far today. That was the first and third, respectfully. First pitch hacking. Right under it, barely having to move was the right fielder, Christy Carlson. And that will do it for the Hustling Owls' 4th. But it was a strong 4th inning. 3 runs in, and Oregon Tech leads Siena Heights 3-1 here on WIWTV. Welcome to the top of the 5th. We play 7. It was an eventful 4th inning, as you can see with the line score. Now Siena Heights playing from behind, down 2, will begin at the bottom of their order. Taylor Mowry, Christy Carlson, and Sam Hill at the top are what's up next for the Siena Heights Saints. A swing and a miss from Mowry, batting .272 on the season. She struck out swinging her first time up. 7 strikeouts on the day. Currently for Hustlin' Owl pitcher Sarah Abramson. Dominant performance from her. 2 balls, 1 strike. This one lifted into right, under it, and making the play is Nunez. And that will do it for Mowry, and 1 away here in the top of the 5th. The last strikeout for Sarah Abramson was her 200th, so she's sitting on 200 for the season. It's a nice mark for the Owls pitcher. Christy Carlson sees a ball go by high outside. Just left it over there. Batting .316 on the season, 42 hits, 220 RBIs. She struck out her first time up. And here's a strike on the inside. Elsewhere in the NAIA, we'll give you some score updates next time up. This is a dribbler. Didn't even get to the plate. There are 10 NAIA opening round sites, this being one of them. The other ones are Columbia, Missouri, Columbia, Kentucky, Dodge City, Kansas, Springfield, Missouri, Lawrenceville, Georgia, fouled off, Oklahoma City, Southern Oregon, Gulf Shores, and that's in Alabama, and then Hattiesburg, Mississippi. It's 2-1 count. Now it's 2-2. Excuse me, here we go. It's 3-2 count. This one inside and walks Carlson. Another base runner for Siena Heights. Top of the order, Sam Hill, freshman from Willis, Michigan, playing third base. Hill is batting .374, 0 for 2 on the day. Popped up to third base, grounded out to third base. She's done about everything you can do at third base. She fans and misses on this pitch. Oregon Tech is one of 2 schools from the Cascade Collegiate Conference that are #1 seeds in this opening round. Southern Oregon is also one, and that's a strike. The other conference that has such a strong start to the NAIA is the Sooner Athletic Conference. Fouled off, which got 2 #1 seeds in Science and Arts and Oklahoma City. It stays 0-2. Here's the 0-2. That's outside, missing. The winner of this game will play host Indiana Wesleyan at 11 Eastern tomorrow. It's an early one for those Pacific Coasters, 8 a.m. Whoever loses this game will play the following time slot at 1:30. They will get Central Baptist. That's the first elimination game of the opening round here. As Hill battles, 1-2. Some results from around the NAIA in the Columbia, Missouri bracket. Columbia defended their home turf and beat Brunau 4-0. That's outside. Valley City State beat Madonna 2-1, so it was all chalk in Columbia, Missouri. Dodge City, Houston, Victoria took down Bellevue 6-1. It's a dribbler, left side from short over to first. Barkus on a cannon throw, bombs out Hill. Carlson's on second in scoring position, but there are 2 outs. That brings up Lily Guerra,
First baseman, Lily Guerra.
batting .310 on the year. 44 hits, 3 home runs, 32 RBIs. This pitch to Guerra, swings and misses on the first one. Strike, 0-2. Oh, here was a close game. Down in the Gulf Shores, Mobile, Alabama played Edward Waters from Florida and beat Edward Waters 17-0. 1-2 the count here. The other game, Corbin from Oregon, a CCC school, swing and a miss by Guerra, 8th strikeout of the game. And we're going to go to the bottom of the 5th. Oregon Tech leads 3-1 here on WIWU-TV. Welcome to the bottom of the 5th. The 4th inning went great for Oregon Tech. The top of the 5th did not go great for Siena Heights. And it's 3-1.
Up to bat for
McKenna
Oregon
Armentrout will be
Tech.
leading it off for
McKenna
Oregon Tech,
Armentrout.
followed by Allie Graham and Dre Sotelo. The strength of the Oregon Tech lineup. Armentrout had a great battle last time up before walking. Here's the pitch, and she's first pitch swinging this time. Drifting under it and making the out is Ashley Helmink at second base. Pops up. P4 for those scoring at home. That brings up Allie Graham. We've read off a few of her accomplishments so far. She has many. She was top 5 in the CCC in average, slugging, runs, RBIs, doubles, and home runs, while leading the CCC in hits and total bases. So far today, she's 0 for 2, struck out swinging, flew out to right field, and she's behind 0-2 to Ward to begin this at-bat. With one out, here comes the 0-2. Misses outside. Trying to get Graham to chase. Graham stays. On deck, Dre Sotelo. He was pinch run for after she reached on an error. This one misses low. Here comes the 2-2. Over to Helmink, who backhands it over to first. Nice play by Helmink, who's been very busy in this 5th inning. Now Dre Sotelo will step up
Now batting the first baseman, Andrea Sotelo.
with a 2-run lead on Sotelo. She tore her ACL about 9 or 10 games into last season, which makes what she's achieved this season all the more remarkable. She was all CCC first team. She was a Gold Glove first baseman in the conference. And there's wrappers or something. The umpire was making sure that nobody was going to trip on that wrapper. It was very kind of him, very generous. Now then Dre Sotelo led the CCC this year in home runs, RBIs, and walks. She's also Player of the Week in Week 1. Now it's 2-0 the count to Sotelo. And 2-1. Sotelo, the transfer, one of 3 from Yavapai. She holds 2 records there. Home run, she had 39 while she was down in Arizona, and batting average. And she ropes one into left. That's well gone. Home run, Dre Sotelo, and Oregon Tech leads 4-1. Home run 15, RBI 64, hit 68 for Dre Sotelo.
Now batting the shortstop, Sierra
Clobbering a
Burgess.
bunch of marks with that one. It's a 3-run lead for the Hustlin' Owls. That brings up Sierra Barkis. He's 0 for 1. Here's the replay. Look at this. Dugout's clearing. I think it was gone. There it is. Look how far away that is. It's 1-0 to Barkis. 0 for 2 when she reached on a fielder's choice and scored. That was in the 4th. This one right up the middle into center field for a single for Barkis. It's beginning to feel like the Hustlin' Owls have things clicking for them after the home run by Sotelo and now the single by Barkis. all on the heels of a 3-run 4th inning. And out comes a visit to the mound. I'm gonna check to see what's going on. If it's a pitching change, we might take a commercial. We might just pause and take a little break, let things settle in. We'll hold off there for a second as Logan Nunes, the right fielder, will be digging in and facing whomever stays on the mound. She is 1 for 2. She singled and scored a run in the 4th. And staying on the mound is Raquel Ward. Most runs she's given up in a while, but she hasn't played a team like Oregon Tech ever, at least this season. There is Raquel Ward. Here comes the first pitch of the at-bat. Nunes over to second, Helmink over to first, and that will do it for Oregon Tech. But a home run has given Oregon Tech a bigger lead, 4-1, going to the top of the 6th. The Saints will come up with the heart of their order next on WIWU-TV. Top of the 6th inning, Ashley Helmink, Raquel Ward, Kelsey Ewell. This is the best part of the Siena Heights lineup. They're going to need them. Helmink will begin this at bat ahead. 1 ball, no strikes. Now it's 1-1. Helmink, player of the year in the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference. Not only was she offensively strong, she was all academic and all defensive, although she wished she hit this one a little bit better as she pops up to first base. And Helmink has been retired. And that brings up Raquel Ward. Ward struck out in the 1st, popped up to second base in the 4th. And here's another ball. This one lanced into center and it finds the grass. And Ward is aboard. Down 3, top of the 6th. Kelsey Ewell. Or will she? I think this looks like we might have a pinch runner situation. Out of the dugout comes Ashley Bearden, senior from Jackson, Jackson, Michigan. She will pinch run for Ward.
Now back, the designated player, Kelsey Ewell.
So the pinch runner is Ashley Bearden. Kelsey Ewell stands in. First pitch swinging, left field, tough to play. Diving catch made. Over and left by Olivia Lethlane. Nice play over there. And Bearden has to stay at first.
Now back, the center fielder,
Check this out again. all the way over. Nice play. George Bianchi takes the ball high. Swing and a miss by Bianchi. Back in time is Bearden. They're scheduled to go 7 here in this game. Fouled back into the net is Bianchi. She's down 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. That's taken high. Bearden is safe at second, thought about third, so we'll stay there. It's a 2-2 count to Bianchi, who has driven in 17 this year. That's inside, and the count is full after Abramson misses inside. Here's the 3-2. Right side playable for Sotelo, and that will do it for the Siena Heights 6. They're gonna have one more shot at it, and Oregon Tech can make it as difficult as possible as we go to the bottom of the 6th. Oregon Tech, bottom of their order. It's been effective so far. Next on WIW TV.
Up to bat for Oregon Tech, the center fielder, Maggie DeVerna.
That's a cool angle shot, don't you think? Bottom of the 6th, Oregon Tech leads 4-1. It was close. They couldn't get a hit for a while, and now left lane bounces one off of her chest, and she's out. She's not out because she bounced the ball off of her. She's out because she made contact with the ball while her foot was out of the batter's box. And so one away here, the bottom of the 6th. That brings up J.C. Conklin, the catcher, 0 for 2. Flew out to center field and popped up, or grounded out to second base. She's behind 0-1. Here's the replay. Now you can't step out of the batter's box, which she does. Boink. 1-1 the count. Here is the 1-1. Chopped foul by Conklin. Again, tomorrow's schedule. Same bat time, same bat channel, really. Misses outside, 2-2. At 11 will be Indiana Wesleyan and the winner of this game. That is 8 a.m. Pacific time. And then at 1:30, Central Baptist will play the loser of this game. And over to first, and 2 are away here in the bottom of the 6th. Nice play by Taylor Mowry. Made it look very routine as Conklin's retired. There she is.
Olivia, left lane.
That brings up Olivia left lane. It's had an eventful day at the plate, eventful day in the field. First pitch swinging, and it goes right to left fielder Kayla Boland, and that will do it for Oregon Tech. But we're going to our scheduled final inning, and it's all up to Siena Heights. They need 3. Work's cut out for them here on WIWU.
Step back for Siena Heights. The catcher, Haley Church.
Now or never for Siena Heights. Nice camera shot down that left field line. Leading off of this inning is the Siena Heights catcher, Haley Turk. She skies the second pitch she sees beyond our cameraman down the right field line. Out of play. You can see him over there. 1-1 is the count to Turk. No outs. Junior from Clinton, Michigan. 0 for 2 today. She's reached on an error, and she fouled this one back towards me. To the count on Turk. All Siena Heights needs is 4 runs to prolong this game. And here's the pitch. Framed well, but misses outside. 2-1 the count, or 2-2 the count, rather. Turk was batting .267 before today's game. That misses low inside. Count full now. 6 hits, 4 doubles, 21 RBIs, so she makes it. Excuse me, she had 6 doubles, 4 triples rather. Fouls off another pitch. 32 hits for Haley Turk. That makes more sense. See Abramson right there on the mound with the white face mask. She has pitched very well today, giving up the 1 run. Complicated scoreboard. Both teams have 4 hits, and here's a swing and a miss, and that's strikeout number 9. And a 4-hit performance for Sarah Abramson. Her teammates behind her committed 2 errors. Just the 1 run. Taylor Mowry takes the ball inside, scooting it out of the way. Lifts this one into left field. It's deep. Chasing back's left lane. It goes off the wall, and it's going to be a stand-up double for Mowry. And there's some life for the Saints. 1 out. Runner in scoring position. Christy Carlson with the next batter. Carlson does have 20 RBIs on the year. There she is, number 29. Heavy eye black. The pinch hitter is in the on-deck circle. It's Vanessa Wandry. It's a good batter for Siena Heights, and this pitch is a little wild inside. Ball one. That one's a little high, just missed high. Good eye by Carlson. 2-0 the count. This one misses. Well, Abramson, need 2 more outs. Hasn't been able to find the strike zone, missing very short, closely, and there's a strike. That's Mowry on second. Here's the pitch. And that's a strike. So Abramson has battled back, making it a full count. And a walk. And the tying run comes to the plate. And it's going to be a pinch hitter. Vanessa Wandry, a 300 hitter, sophomore from Indian River, Michigan. She has 12 hits this year. And there's a strike one to Wandry. So Sam Hill will stay seated. So 1-1 count. Over at second, you can see her in the bottom of your screen is Mowry. This ball's inside. At first is Carlson. Here's a visit to the mound. Out goes Greg Stewart. Greg in his 15th year at Oregon Tech. On 531 games, he's won basically 70% of his. Houston native, 4-year baseball player at Sterling College. He's all-conference and team MVP his senior year. His counterpart, Laura Klusaritz, her 12th year at Siena Heights, won 42% of her games. Tremendous athlete in her day. She's been the WHAC Coach of the Year 4 times in 07, 09, 10, and 13. And this is her first trip taking Siena Heights to the opening round in the NAIA. A check swing strike for Wandry. Big at-bat opportunity for Siena Heights. Hit scores 1, you would think. She swings, fouls it right side. Is it playable? Barely not. Here's the 2-2. Check swing, called strike 3. 2 away here in the top of the 7th. And Siena Heights is down to their last out. It's Lily Guerra. 310 hitter with some power. She's at 3 home runs, 32 RBIs, 44 hits, and it's a strike on the inside. Guerra has struck out 3 times today. Struck out swinging twice, looking once. And now she's getting a pep talk. Laura Kusaritz. Here's Sarah Abramson. Those are the 2 combatants. Sarah Abramson. There's the best hope on second base. At the plate is Guerra. Hacks away, foul. And now Siena Heights down to their last strike. The winner plays at 11 a.m., 8 Pacific tomorrow. The loser plays in the first elimination game at 1:30. 1-2 count to Guerra. Here's the pitch. Fouls it right back at us. Count stays at 1-2. Fouls off another fastball. So for the third time, the 1-2 with 2 outs. And it's a ball. Here's the 2-2. And that misses on the outside. These last 2 pitches have been very close. Guerra's batter's eye is coming handy. The full count. Bloops. It's fair. And everyone's safe. Maury on third. Carlson on second. Guerra on first. And stepping up, the player of the year, the WHAC, Ashley Helming. Batting .464 on the year. She's 2 for 3 today. There's a strike. She's driven in. 59 on the year. She's hit 10 home runs, and she skies one. Just short. Conklin under it, makes the play, and that will be the final out. Oregon Tech wins and will be playing at 11 tomorrow against Indiana Wesleyan. In the Marion bracket, it's gone chalk so far, but not in an uneventful manner at all. Indiana Wesleyan won the first game 6-5 in extras. Oregon Tech hangs on to win here, facing a bases loaded situation 4-1. We're going to take a quick little breather, and we're going to come back and update you on the stats and interview both of the coaches and get you set for tomorrow's games. Indiana Wesleyan and Oregon Tech at 11, and Central Baptist and Siena Heights at 1:30. We'll be back in a second here on WIWU TV. Welcome back, everybody. A little post-game coverage, wrapping up the games today and getting you set for the next one. We have a couple coaches' interviews coming up, but some results so far. An excellent performance on the mound by Sarah Abramson. 7 innings pitched. She gave up 6 hits, 2 walks, struck out 10, which is phenomenal. Her counterpart, Raquel Ward, pitched well. 6 innings pitched, 4 hits, 3 earned, 2 walks, struck out 1. But Oregon Tech was the better team, all things considered, even though they hit technically worse. They finished getting out-hit 6-4. The errors were even, both committed 2. And then Siena Heights stranded 8-2 Oregon Tech's 5. So we have Laura Casares will be joining us first. She in Siena Heights, and here she is, popping the microphone on. Coach, I know you'd much rather come up here for this interview after a win, but I guess first off, first time you've been in this tournament ever as a team, so that's silver lining. But it would be a lot more enjoyable if you're able to get a hit there at the very end.
Yeah, we were where we wanted to be. Put ourselves in a bit of a tough spot, but came out, played hard, and see what we can do tomorrow.
When you think about what you need to do tomorrow to kind of improve on a completely different opponent, obviously Central Baptist, different type team, what do you want to see out of your team tomorrow that you didn't get to see today?
Well, I think, we made a couple of mistakes, and it cost us today, and hopefully we'll clean those up for tomorrow, and we just got to come out and play our game, and we'll be fine.
So Raquel has had a tremendous end of the year, pitched well, gave up the 4 runs. You going to go with her again tomorrow?
More than likely, yeah. I would expect, might as well. She's been throwing the ball well for us. She's been our ace, and there's no reason in the world not to unless she's physically not capable, but I don't expect that to be the case. So, yeah, we'll look forward to it and get her right back out there. She pitched well today, gave up 1 bomb, but other than that, an error, poor decision, and that inning's a whole lot different if those 2 things don't happen.
Last question for this little segment. Obviously, just a little perspective. What's it mean to you to be able to just even be here? Obviously, competing, and not only just being here. I'll rephrase that: being here and competing really well against a tremendous team.
Well, we expect that out of ourselves. It's something like I told our kids. We're not supposed to win. That's where we're sitting seed-wise, but that doesn't mean we can't win. We have the belief and confidence in ourselves. We're disappointed right now because we wanted and expected to win that game, and it didn't happen, but it's not because we didn't expect we could do it or that we didn't believe we could do it. We just didn't accomplish what we wanted to set out to do. So now we got to take the hard road and see if we can get 4 wins now in the next 2 days and continue on that way.
Excellent. Well, best of luck tomorrow, and we'll be seeing you then.
Thank you.
Coach Casares, thank you very much. We'll be joined by Oregon Tech's head coach shortly in a little bit, too, as we look again at those final stats. We talked about the pitchers hitting-wise. There were some standouts. Ashley Helming did a tremendous job. She was 2 for 4. Then Lily Guerra, Raquel Ward, Kelsey Ewell, and Taylor Mowry all had hits for the Saints of Siena Heights. For Oregon Tech, it was all spread out pretty evenly. Those 4 hits were distributed among Dre Sotelo, Sierra Barkis, Logan Nunes, and Maddie DeVerna. All shared, so the hits were spread out easily. The runs were scored. First one came quickly, at least for Siena Heights. Got the lead of the game. In the 4th, they had base runners in every inning except for the 3rd. And then Oregon Tech dropped 3. They didn't waste any time before they were able to get their runs and get the lead, and it ended up being a final run. And now we get joined by head coach Greg Stewart of Oregon Tech. And Coach Stewart, it was a very long trip to be here. It was a little bit slow of a start, but when it seemed like when the offense got turned on, the hustling Owls were doing just that. They were hustling and scoring.
Well, I tell you, obviously we had a big, bottom of the 4th inning there, but first of all, hats off to Siena Heights. They got a good team, and their pitcher did a good job keeping us off balance and getting ground balls. But, after they got a run in the top of the 4th to take the lead, our kids answered right back. So it was nice to, get a leadoff hitter on base and then do some things with the hit and run there. And then we got a couple big hits afterwards.
Speaking of pitchers, Sarah, 10 strikeouts, gets her 200th of the season. Talk about her performance. What a phenomenal performance by her.
Yeah, she was really on her game today, and it was really nice to see her hitting spots and, really other than a couple really hard hit balls that they got off of her, it was really 5-6 hitter. I think 3 or 4 of them were bloops, and a couple plays that we should have made. But at the same time, Siena Heights puts the bat on the ball and does a good job of putting pressure on teams. So to get 10 strikeouts and 10 plays we don't have to make, that helped us a lot. But yeah, there's no doubt that Sarah pitched well and J.C. Conklin called a real good game.
I think sometimes in these situations when you're playing a tournament situation, the first game, especially ones for teams that are traveling, can be a little bit of a struggle. Part of it's here in Siena Heights, part of it's just being able to come in and get the rest in, get your legs under you. Looking at Indiana Wesleyan, another tough team. Obviously, you've been to the World Series a couple times recently.
Absolutely.
What are you looking forward to in that matchup?
Well, we got to see a few innings of their game against Central Baptist before we started our warming up today, and then got to see them finish the end of that game, and their 8-hole hitter had a big walk-off home run to win the game for them. They're just a team that's super aggressive. They also put the bat on the ball. Run well when they get on bases, and they play good defense. So I look for tomorrow's game to be a great matchup because you got a couple really good hitting teams that have the ability to put runs on the scoreboard, but at the same time, I think both teams also have 2 good starting pitchers. So we'll see how that goes.
Well, it's been a fun day for us to broadcast, and hopefully for everybody watching. Two good games. We're expecting good ones tomorrow, and representing the Cascade Conference pretty well. It seems like everybody's been winning and got one here today.
Yeah, well, that was nice. I did hear that College of Idaho and Corbin won their games today. I didn't hear how SOU did, but to get 3 of our 4 teams for sure winning games today, it was a good start for our conference.
Excellent. Well, good luck tomorrow, Coach. And,
thank you.
And look forward to talking to you afterwards, regardless of what happens.
You bet. I appreciate all the coverage and what you guys are doing for us here.
My pleasure. Well, thank you very much, everybody. We're going to take one little quick break, and then we will come back and get you set for tomorrow and look at what's ahead and see what's happened so far in the NAIA tournament. So far. We'll step back, and we'll be back in a second here on WIWU TV. Welcome back, everybody. As we wrap up, let's take a look at what's happened around the NAIA so far. Most of all the other brackets, most of them have all been completed, including our games today. And then we'll look ahead at what we're going to have on tap tomorrow. But first, over in Columbia, Missouri, Columbia beat Brunau 4-0. Valley City State from North Dakota took down Madonna. That is the same conference, the WHAC, as is Siena Heights. Valley City State won 2-1. Houston Victoria took down Bellevue 6-1. Science and Arts from Oklahoma defeated Avila 6-3. Those 2 games were in Dodge City. In Springfield, the site of the 39th annual Softball World Series, Baker beat Midland 6-1. Marion, Indiana, not from Marion, Indiana, but Marion University from Indianapolis took down Indiana University Southeast, a little Hoosier State cross action. They beat IU Southeast 2-1. In Lawrenceville, LSU Alexandria took down Truett McConnell 1-0. Georgia Gwinnett beat Rio Grande 4-1. In Columbia, Kentucky, Grandview from Iowa beat USC Buford, that's from South Carolina, 10-2. Lindsey Wilson from Kentucky took down Chicago's St. Xavier 2-1. In Oklahoma City, Olivet Nazarene beat Morningside 4-2. Oklahoma City, one of the powers in NAIA softball, beat Friends 9-0. In Southern Oregon, just one game complete. Hope International beat Taylor from Indiana 5-0. Southern Oregon is playing Marymount, California currently. Corbin from Oregon, as Coach Greg Stewart mentioned, beat Campbellsville 8-2. Mobile took down Edward Waters from Florida in a close one, 17-0. At Hattiesburg, Mississippi, College of Idaho beat William Carey 4-1, and Vanguard beat William Woods 6-1, and that brings us here. Earlier today, Indiana Wesleyan in 8 innings, and in dramatic fashion in 8 innings, walk-off home run took down Central Baptist 6-5, and Oregon Tech, you just saw, beat Siena Heights 4-1. That means tomorrow's schedule, it goes like this. Indiana Wesleyan will play Oregon Tech at 11 a.m., that's 8 a.m. Pacific time. And then the second game at 1:30, Central Baptist and Siena Heights as the first elimination game. Following that game, the winner of that one, whether it's Siena Heights or Central Baptist, will play in the third game of the day at 4 p.m. They will play the loser of the Indiana Wesleyan and Oregon Tech. That'll be the second elimination game. So we start out tomorrow at 11 to decide one spot in the championship, and then for the second part of the day, we will have the final elimination game. So we got 2 elimination games, 1 championship decider, or at least 1 semifinalist decider, and that will be our schedule for tomorrow. We hope to have you with us. I'm Jonathan Mathis. We'll have a full cast. Several of the people, we're going to give them thank yous. On cameras, Evans Maxwell, Joel Okafor, Logan Fulton, Daniel McMurray, Elijah Ratliff, and Jalen Brown. On replays was Jacob Daniel. He did a great job. Graphics, Paul Crisp, and our director, Nathan Johnson. You know we love you. On behalf of Janae Gibson, who is our color commentator in our first game, I'm Jonathan Mathis saying so long, everyone, from Marion, Indiana, and Indiana Wesleyan University. We will be back here tomorrow for 3 games and hope to have you with us as we work towards settling the first round of the NAIA softball opening round action here in 2019.